PunchPod in stereo. Every week, PunchPod brings you live stand-up comedy from Seattle. And now, episode 42.
I live in New York right now. I'm from Everett, Washington. You guys know where Everett is? If you guys, there's no reason to hoot and holler ever for anything having to do with Everett ever. If you guys don't know where Everett is, just drive north till you smell meth. And then turn around because you're in Marysville. And
when I tell people that I do comedy, sometimes they're like, oh man, I couldn't even imagine getting on a stage in front of people and telling jokes. They couldn't imagine it. I don't think that they've tried. Like, imagining is one of the easiest things you can do. Like, ma'am, what is your job?
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse. I can imagine doing that. Like, I never will, but... Like, I can imagine things that don't even exist. Like, pick a color. Blue? Pick an animal.
Cat.
Blue cat, done. It isn't hard.
I think ex-girlfriends are a lot like boomerangs. When you throw them in a river, they're eventually going to wash up on shore somewhere.
Everybody has their own perspective on the world, right? And that's what makes life so awesome, is that we all have our own consciousness, right? And I think it's fantastic. I think it'd be way better than having everybody think the same. It definitely would be better than having everybody think like me. If all 7 billion people thought like I did, the world would be a much different place. Birth rates would immediately decline. I can tell you that. Not a lot of babies being made. I'm 23, no babies so far. Who knows? Might make it to 50 with no babies, guys. If I'm lucky. In other news, though, good news. If everybody thought like me, I've never been in a fight. World of peace, guys. We solved it. Huh? Any babies that do happen to get made are going to live long, healthy lives, where the only people they grow up to hate are themselves. I don't want to fuck or fight, all right? I'm neither a lover nor a fighter. I'm a pacifist masturbator. Yeah. I would have been real out of place in the 60s, because some guys would be like, yeah, Vietnam, and I'd be like, no, that doesn't sound too good. And then the other side is like, yeah, let's eat acid and get naked. And I'm like, whoa, I get paranoid enough on psychedelics. I don't need to be naked while we do that. Everybody's going to be looking at me.
Started doing comedy, I guess it was a little over 2 years ago now. And then I thought, what the hell? So I tried to join the Masons too. I think I'm making more headway at the lodge. At least they think women are funny there. Everyone's funny in those little hats.
You know how I got this beard? When I was in 5th grade, I punched a kid in the face, boom, beard. Hipster beard, man. They call it. They say hipster beard. I'm not even sure what that word hipster means anymore, man. It had a connotation back like when there was like jazz cats still walking around and shit like that. But the thing is when they call me a hipster, I'm like, fuck. Where are you coming with that? You know what I think? I think the word hipster is thrown around because polite white people are unable to override the mechanism in their brain that makes them have to hate somebody. So they've just decided to hate other white people? Like, they'll be like, oh man, I need to hate somebody today. How about that guy? And it's like, oh no, that dude's Mexican. We can't do that anymore. Besides, look at him, he's working hard. But then they'll look over and be like, oh, check that out, man. There's a different kind of white guy than me, white guy. Man, he's wearing tight pants and Tom's shoes. Let's get him!
I saw a bus getting towed the other day, and I got super excited when I saw that because it means that that bus now knows what it's like to ride the bus.
I came here for a very simple reason. I was driving by and I thought, man, fuck this place. I am not going. Oh shit, a parking spot.
I actually don't want kids at all. I did have to take a pregnancy test the other day. Not because I was scared, just because I like the feeling when it comes back negative.
Guys, I've been doing P90X a lot recently, obviously. Actually, I've been doing it all day. I've been feeling super ripped. To be fair, P90X is the name of the weed I bought this afternoon. Actually, weed's legal now, you guys. It's kind of cool. Smoked it for the first time the other night and didn't feel bad about it. It's good. I didn't think it was going to get legalized because I saw some stats on the news that 50% of Washington voters are against the legislation to legalize marijuana. And 40% are for the legislation. And 10% are like, dude, what is legislation?
Punchpaw is recorded live at Punchline Fridays and Tuesdays in Seattle. Tonight's episode starred Taylor Clark, Parker Postini, Robert Pitty, Sean Murphy, Abby Drake, Jason Goad, Andy Palmer, Hennigan, Monica Nebby, and Anthony Calderon. This has been Punchpod. Find more at www.punchlinefridays.com. And thanks for listening. I'm your announcer, Rich Hooker.